Hey everybody, welcome back to Healthy Minds, Healthy Bodies. I'm Sean Sear, joined with Luke Sear and Mike Sear. We skipped last week, and I'm kind of interested in seeing where this goes. Last week was Super Bowl. Life got in the way, schedules had shifted. Luke and I were on a different project to try something. That's normal. But the question I want to answer tonight is, did anybody just take the week off knowing that we weren't going to have that scheduled podcast? Like when there's no prep call, no recording, no public check-in, no accountability, what happens? Do the habits keep moving or does our edge come off in a little bit? So no assumptions tonight. We're not going to defend anything. We're just going to try and look at it honestly, take it as data, bring it in, see if there's anything we got to make changes on. And if not, hey, we're sticking to it, moving forward. That's great. What I want to see is what happens if that structure disappears. And the question that attaches to that is when our structure disappears, what else is disappearing with it? So we're moving forward, building routines. We're trying to set up some kind of a rhythm through the week. We're doing a weekly recording. We're doing messages about our preparations for these meetings. We're doing public check-ins with each other. And this rhythm can create pressure, which also brings some accountability so that we actually stick to it. And then that pressure actually helps us and sharpens us as we're moving forward. And when the rhythm shifts, something subtle changes. The urgency can drop, the edge gets a bit soft and dull. And he's weak, it's just because that's how momentum works. So routine does a lot of the heavy lifting for us. It makes discipline feel automatic. It keeps us moving without having to decide everything every single day. And when that structure disappears for a week, we're left with something different. Okay. What you might just be left with is your intentions and some inspiration to try and move forward. And intentions and inspiration is a lot harder than actual routine. So nothing tonight will be about blame. Nothing tonight is about feeling guilty or bad in any way. It's just about seeing clearly. And when the calendar shifted, did we shift with it? So that's what we're going to look at tonight. We're not going to get into deep theories. We're not going to spout off a whole bunch of motivation, just reality. And what I'm going to do that is bounce some questions back and forth between Luke and our dad. So Luke, when we didn't have that recording last Sunday, did your routine stay sharp and stay on point, or did it loosen up a bit and change in any way?
So the actual routine itself is I'm juggling it right now, very sporadic in the way I'm doing things because I'm trying to figure out this summer. I'm trying to figure out, okay, because when I approached this healthy body, healthy mind challenge and I was launching this, and we kind of almost started a little bit in December, but really let's kick this forward in January. Well, here where I live in this part of the world, in East Coast Canada, January, February, March, April are absolutely dead. There's nothing to do. You have to fill your time. So what I find myself doing is trying to fill a day. And then what really kind of like started clicking in here, actually only it was like the middle of this week. I'm starting to I have to come up with a healthy body, healthy mind challenge that I'm going to do going forward. So I have to factor in the fact that I really have to schedule my day around a caddying. So there's going to be 4.5 hours where maybe I just have to just dial it back. No, I'm not going to fill this time because I'm going to be on the golf course during this time. So there's a lot of different things that I'm trying to work with and trying to figure out. But from where I started to where I am now is a complete 360. I have no idea. I'm figuring it out. It's getting better. It's a slow process. So if you're watching this right now and by chance you gave up because what you did in January just wasn't working, well, who cares? Who cares? Just keep it up, keep fighting, keep moving forward because that's what I do. Like, and I struggle. I still struggle. If we're gonna get into that book that we read, Sean, like you know what I mean. I'm telling you right now, that first chapter says self-sabotage. On the back of the book, it says this book is about self-sabotage. I was like, this book's for me because I'm nothing but self-sabotage. What is the title of the second chapter, Sean? There's no such thing as self-sabotage. So I was like, what? But how it starts to break it down. And it's true. I have to stop setting expectations so high that I can't meet them. I have to start really a lot slower, which maybe a lot of people have to do. Have to starting a little bit slower and making your goals achievable and making them on a day-to-day thing. Not what this is what I want to do and this is a dream I have. Well, maybe that dream's just not attainable. So kind of just like live within your limitations, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to work through it. So when you ask the question, is like, did I take a step back? No, I'm just still trying to figure it out. I'm not in cruise control yet. I like it's almost every Monday. I'm trying to reset this and trying to figure it out. And that has to do with my PTSD too, because you know what I mean. Like I might be thinking about one thing, and then all 10 things I'm thinking about that are coming in from nowhere, they crash in there, and it's just my mind doesn't stop. So where I think my biggest thing where I have to do better and really focus in is a really dumbed down structured lifestyle, a real dumbed down way of doing things, and try and do it that way instead of trying to look at what I did. Look at what Luke Sear did. Wow, wow, wow. Who gives a shit what Luke Sear did? Luke Sear should care about what Luke Sear did and make it so Luke Sear can do it. Not try to impress anybody. Who the fuck am I trying to impress? I'm gonna fail, and that's the way I look at it. So I,
Mhm.
to answer your question, yeah, have I taken time off? No, but have I been disciplined in the way of no? Because I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't, and it's I'm a month and a half
Let
into it,
me
but that's
let
honest.
me let me shift the gear a little bit on that one and change up the question then. Do you think for you and structure that you need something more external and concrete and kind of there and planned and written down and set out versus it all being internal and you're just going to go
Yes,
and do things? All right.
billion percent, a billion percent. Because I remember sitting here at home and struggling, like to gut these rooms and all these things upstairs, just struggling. If you told me, and I'm telling you right now, delivering pizzas for Domino's. And he said, if you show up at 8 in the morning, you don't start till 11, we'll start paying you and impress us. And I would have a fucking 3 buildings stripped in 3 hours, what I could do here in an hour to one room. And it's just about that motivation, that I don't know what it is. It's that want that, like when you go to work and you want to impress people. Well, who the fuck am I gonna impress here? Well, I gotta start thinking about impressing Luke's here. That's what I have to do. And it's
Mhm.
just a different way of thinking. But it's the best thing about doing this healthy body, healthy mind challenge. For 45 years, I didn't understand any of that stuff. I didn't even realize any of that stuff. For 45 years, it took me to realize this is how you have to do it. Sorry, not you have to do it. This is how Luke has to do it. So this is how Luke is going to try and do it. And it took me, hey, I'm trying. And if you're out there and it's like, well, fuck, come on, way to go, Luke. Well, at least I'm trying. And that's how we got to do it. Just don't stop and don't quit. And if you want this, you'll get it. And just try and figure it out. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Right on. Okay, switching people. Dad, looking at the
You
long game. You were previously, when we were chatting, you said that the cold was an issue and your calf was bothering you, which kind of presented an obstacle in slowing things down. Did it slow down even more with us taking the week away from having the podcast, or did you get back at it?
actually no, nothing slowed down. If anything, it went like I ramped it up. I ramped it up this week or last week. Yeah, I measured and I dropped an inch.
Let's
So
go.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's something to look forward to now because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go super hard because
Yep.
I'm not saying I was injured, but it was sore. But it was all indoors. I
Mm-hmm.
walked a little bit outside, and because of the cold, you know me, I can't take the cold. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I did really well last week. And
Awesome.
Good.
starting this week, like I always take Sundays off, and starting this week, I started this morning. I went hard, and I could see me going hard again for the rest of the week because I want to lose another 2 inches.
Let's go.
Nice.
Like I lost an inch and I
Yep.
really didn't go really super hard. So I'm
Yep.
thinking, but and then again, let's not forget Saturday or Friday or Saturday, Valentine's Day. Well, Margie's got to buy me junk, and I'm addicted to junk. So this week it's a challenge for me this week to not have any junk whatsoever.
Mhm.
And there's stuff here. I know there's stuff here, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch it. I said to myself, you got to lose 2 inches.
Go get it.
So if I lose more 2 inches or more, you guys are going to hear all about it next Sunday. I'm telling you right
Nice.
now because
You
I'm
lose fucking four
I'm
inches, I'll
jacked.
send you my pants for Christ's sakes.
No, not yet. But I'm pretty
I'll
happy with.
watch him first.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going right now for me. I'm glad I'm doing this.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm ahead of the like I'm not ahead of the schedule, but if anything, I'm right on schedule.
Let's go.
That's good.
So
Well, let me
yeah,
let
I'm
me
happy.
ask you another question on that. Do you,
Sure.
at this stage of life, what matters more, the intensity of a couple exercises or just being steady at doing them all the time, being
Being
consistent?
steady and being consistent. That's the biggest thing because if you're consistent, then you're gonna definitely lose inches. You know
Yep,
what I'm saying? You
that's
gotta
true.
gotta be consistent. You gotta do it every day. You gotta stick to it. That's all it
Mhm.
is. And it's mind over matter, man. Like just do it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like Nike says, just do it. And
That's,
and I wake up in the morning and
don't get
and I
us
have
sued.
hey
Don't get us sued.
no, don't worry. I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I put the kettle on. I squeeze some lemon, like I get a lemon out of the fridge. I cut a piece off, and I squeeze it in a cup. And I have
Yep.
a nice warm glass or cup of lemon juice in the morning before I do anything. Then I have a cup of green tea.
Jesus.
Then I start thinking about my day. Then I
No.
start about an hour after that. I start doing my either my walk or my exercises downstairs. I got a couple things going on downstairs with some light weights and different machines, and I'm happy. I'm really like I'm glad I'm doing this. I really am because
Good.
I'm thinking by golf season, no one's gonna say, "Sir, you're fat" anymore.
No.
Nobody. I'm gonna be calling other people fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get back, pay them back. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I'll
Yep.
piggyback you up to win the trophy when we win the Super Seniors there in August.
You don't win
Come on,
trophy.
Dad. Get on. Get up there. I'll get you up there. Let's go.
No, but I feel really good, guys. I really do, and I'm really glad
I
I'm
love
doing
it.
it.
Don't stop. Fuck, why
Oh,
stop?
I'm not. I'm not going to stop.
Love it.
Well, proof's in the pudding. I ran into Fenlon last night.
Oh yeah.
And we were actually talking about the podcast, and I said, "Yeah, man, we're doing another one, and we're just going to keep going. If you get past four, it'll be something that just keeps carrying on and taking off." And he's like, "Good for you guys. You know
Let's
what?" He
get him
goes, "I've
on
been
here.
doing my thing now for 2 years." And
Let's get him on here.
He lost like almost 80 pounds.
yeah,
He was 300 pounds,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is definitely
but he's under
unbelievable.
200 now. I
Oh,
swear to God he is.
easily.
The guy's the best sell on earth. He's like, don't ever factor me out of a golf trip again, Luke. I'm the DD. I'm like, perfect. Fella, you got the first seat. And my dad.
Well, you know what? I haven't had a beer since, like I said, since that stag,
Yeah.
and I've only had a couple glasses of wine, and I feel great. I don't know. I just feel better. I mean,
Awesome.
I have my issues, but
Yep.
what are you gonna do? Like it's just part of life, right?
Yep.
The older you
You get
get,
it, Dad.
the more issues you get.
Yep.
But I'm happy. That's all I can say.
That's what
I don't know
matters.
if I'm gonna live to be 100, but I'm gonna give her a good shot.
Imagine the effort you put into this working out, you put into getting online. Wow.
Listen, I tried. I was doing everything.
What an
Yeah.
arsehole.
Poor dad. Poor
Poor
All right. Well,
dad.
dad.
there we go. Question for Lukey then.
Yeah.
We'll I'll change things up here. So Luke, this week, how do I frame this one? This week, sometimes when we find ourselves not where we want to be, we try to just amp it up, amp it up, amp it up. And certainly with the drive and stuff, coming out of the military or first response, whatever, there's that drive, that alpha kind of thing. How do you stop yourself from swinging too hard this week and doing what you said you want to do, which is maybe not frame it as the goals too big, but break it down into some manageable steps that actually get you there. So what are you going to do to try and accomplish that?
I actually, you know what? That I was really, really hard on myself, especially Sunday morning, coming up with my plan for this week, and like it was so basic. And I thought, you know what, like, like, honest to God, for the first what 5, 6 weeks, it was just like something fucking Jesus. I'm just setting the bar too high, or this is too much to accomplish. What I started this week is I kind of went against. how we normally are, Sean, and I fucking dumbed her right back. I dumbed her right back to the point where I did meal prep. So I made my suppers for the week, and my lunches for the week are a it's just hummus and vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. That's what I always do for my lunches or whatever. And then it just went straight down to a protein shake for breakfast, and then that's it. Like it's just, and then okay, there's my workouts and stuff, but the whole day, it's really completely dumbed down because there's a whole pile of stuff that I kind of have to kind of get going, and there's other stuff that's besides healthy body, healthy mind challenge that has to get done. So I really dialed it back. And then what I plan on doing is when I'm, because when you do something, it's so easy. So Monday, I'm going to add something. And then the next Monday, I'm going to add something. So I should have done this right from the beginning instead of thinking I was something fucking special, because I'm not. But I really had to dial it back. So to answer your question, no, I went completely against who we are and how we do things. And I dialed it right back to absolutely bare minimum basics and build off the basics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to. Like I
Dad.
wasn't figure
Oh,
I
go
couldn't
ahead.
figure it out. I couldn't fucking figure it out, man. I just what the fuck is going on? And I know, but like you said, like when this thing is when you read the fucking book is written for me, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? There's self-sabotage, and then there's the next thing you do, you set your expectations too high, or you always do something, then you sabotage yourself, you fail, and you want to do all these things, and it's like fucking read my fucking life story, for Christ's sakes. So anyway, to figure this out, I've really dumbed it down to
Get it?
the absolute bare minimum basics. And if that's what you got to do, if you're watching and you're listening, if that's what you have to do, do it. Don't be embarrassed. Who gives a shit? Like, first you got to answer to is the guy in the goddamn mirror. You know what
Yep.
I mean? And you don't like the look of him, just fucking close your eyes. Done.
That's all. That's
Get
all.
going.
That's right.
That's the way I do it. That's why. That's the way I've had to do it. And like you said, no no names, no pactual on this episode, and no judgment. So fuck it. It's true.
Yep.
It's true. Goddamn story.
Yep.
And it's hard. And if anybody could just pick this up and do it and figure this out, everybody be doing it. How many people do
Yep.
this and give up and
Oh, it's
fail and
definitely not
say I'm
easy.
doing? Yeah,
It's
it's
not
100%
easy,
it's
bro.
fun.
Yeah.
All right. Dad,
Yo.
for you, different question, more of the mindset thing. So catching on some of your comments, getting back to the golf course, no one's going to get to call you fat.
Yeah.
So this week
Yeah.
is what you're up to about proving something to you or anyone else, or is it about protecting something?
Actually, it's to prove to myself.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to prove to myself that I can do it. Like,
Yep.
like I'm not bitter because guys were calling me fat, because I know where it was coming from and who it was coming from. And I know they just some of these guys just don't have any class,
Yep.
so to speak. I'm just doing this for myself anyway. Like I don't care what anybody says. Actually, really, to be honest, like I just want to be able to walk around and not look heavy. Like
Yeah.
I put on a
Keep.
lot of weight, and when I put the weight on was when I found out I had COPD, and I sat
Yep.
back and I was afraid to do anything. But
Mhm.
now I know that exercise is part of it, and you should exercise. I know that walking will be great for me, but I can't walk in the cold because I can't breathe. Like, you know what it's like here now, Sean. It's nice and mild, and
Hmm.
I'm not worried about walking right now. I'll go out and I'll walk, but I'm just I'm doing it for myself and not for anybody else, really. Maybe I'm being selfish, but
Nope.
I just want to do this for myself, and I want to look better. I want to feel better because I know if I lose the weight, I will feel a lot better. I'll be able
Good.
to breathe a lot better.
Dad, I got a guest coming on next week,
Yep.
and I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody, but there's a guest coming on next week, and you guys are gonna have a conversation and listen to this guy's story. It's a year after, so you're a month and a half in. Listen to this guy's story a year later. It's unbelievable. I can't wait till you see it next week.
Yeah. Well, I just look at Fenlon,
Yep.
and like I got a friend. I'm not going to mention any names, but he's on Wagovi. Wagovi is it called? And he keeps trying to get me to go on this, like it's like Ozempic. Hey, like
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't want to inject anything in my body. And 3 years down the road, like all of a sudden you can't think straight because obviously this stuff that you inject is affecting your brain.
Yeah.
It's stopping you from, if anything can stop you from eating,
Yeah.
say, like it's got to be affecting your brain. I don't know if I'm right on that, but I think I am.
Yeah.
So I don't want to stick
No, what
anything
you're
in my
doing is
body.
what you're doing is the way to do it, Dad. Like that's the only way to do it.
I think so. I think it's the proper way. And I think it might take a little longer than if you're on some kind of drug to help you get off it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just I just know one thing. Fat cells don't disappear.
No.
They
Mm.
hide. They
Yeah.
hide in your body. So I know these guys that are injecting themselves with all this shit.
Yeah.
It's going to come back and bite them in the ass someday. And I know if I'm not careful myself, after I lose the weight that I want to lose, it'll come back and bite me in the ass.
Mhm.
It's just the thing. You got to be strong.
Well, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here is we're not just doing a diet till May 1st. What we're trying to do is alter our lifestyle.
Yeah. And
And
that's
and
a
I
big
think I
part of
think
it.
we're all doing a pretty good job of it so far in the best way we can.
Well, I didn't do a very good job this weekend, but I started again today or yesterday.
But you're old. Not your
I
fault.
know.
You probably forgot what you were doing.
You know what?
What?
I don't care if I'm old. I'm still gonna do this.
I love it.
I'm gonna prove a lot of people wrong.
Yes, you are.
That's good.
I'm happy. And actually, you know what? I'm happy doing it. I feel good doing it. I feel great doing it. When
Yeah.
I'm out walking or if I'm doing any exercises in the house, all I think about is you're gonna start to look good again, you fat bastard.
Yeah.
See?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I feel good. I feel great. I do.
Just do me a favor. When you're in the
What?
bathroom, don't scream for Marge to ask her what this is. They're ribs. Dad, they're ribs. There's nothing wrong with your sides, okay? Those are ribs.
Okay. What happened? Where'd everybody go?
You're still here.
You're
Am
still
I?
in there, Dad. Just no picture.
Yeah, we just can't see your screen. Something will come up.
Something
Yeah, you'll
happened.
be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next and last kind of topic is the
There
non-negotiables for
we
the
go.
week. So no major plans, right, Lukey? Break them down into small steps, but
Yeah.
just picking one thing. I'll get you to think on them for a second here. But what's the one non-negotiable that's going to protect your commitment this week? What's the one thing you got to make sure happens? What is it? When does it happen? And how do you measure it to make sure that it's happening? So I can give you an example, like the one that I'm using is no consuming social media before I create anything. So in order for me to be able to play on the internet, surf my phone or do whatever, I'm trying to get my stuff going on the side with a coaching business and podcasting and doing those things. So I'm always doing something for that business first before I play.
Yeah.
And my morning routine hasn't changed and it doesn't get to because that'll screw things up. So it's like, in the morning I wake up, I stretch a bit, come down, drink of water, I do my movements for 20 to 30 minutes, off to the shower. And I think my non-negotiable this week is going to be in the evenings at what's a good time because I've got meetings at probably at 9:30 so that I'm off my computer. I'm going to journal and plan my days and be recording how each day went so I can be accountable. So that'll be my non-negotiable. Get back into kind of taking track of what I'm up to. So, Lukey, I'll throw it to you first. What's the one non-negotiable for you this week? What's it going to be? When's it going to happen?
It's something I've been kind of working on it, and it doesn't have anything to do with diet or exercise. It's recognizing anger before it becomes zero to fucking asshole. And Sean, I know you know exactly where I'm coming from. We don't know why.
I don't know
So
how I should take
you call it Jekyll and Hyde. It's the only fucking difference, buddy. It's just different. It's a play on words.
that.
So the fact is, I gotta recognize that because, and it's awful. The only fucking person that's seeing it right now is Tanya Lynn Kennedy, and she does not deserve any of it. Everybody else in town thinks I'm the fucking second coming of fucking Christ, which is great, and I am great in that way. And I get a little bit angry, and I like, and she can say the smallest thing, and I take it out on her. So what I've been really trying to do is dial that back and not go stupid. Think about before I start screaming. And so that's my non-negotiable actually this week. I'm going to, before I open this stupid mouth, okay, now don't scream, idiot. And it's for sometimes like, what do you do? And I'll just take 10 minutes after. I'm like, why'd you do that? Why did you do that? So my non-negotiable this week is going to be to not allow anger to dictate the day, because it could steal hours from a relationship, and it's not fair to the recipient because the person giving it is an asshole. That's why I call it zero to asshole.
There it is.
So that's my
Rain.
non-negotiable this
There
week.
it is, Reedy.
Be checking in next week.
Yeah.
Dad, same question, same question. What's the one non-negotiable? If it's a thing, when does it happen? If it's like at a certain time or
Well, you know what, Sean? I don't know. I don't know what I can say because, like, everything right now is going according to plan. I'm happy with the way things are going. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I'm happy with what my diet is. So I bought a journal, and I do write every day certain things that I've done during the day, and I put it in my journal and I read it. When I get up tomorrow morning, I will read a week's journal of what I've done for the last week.
Back
And
off.
hey,
Yeah, nice.
what?
I like
Well,
that.
that's what I do, and I enjoy reading it. And I look at it and I say, I can do better. So
Yep,
that's the way I'm looking at it. Like,
yep,
and I know, like,
great.
I like you guys know that I used to go to the Y every day for forever. I went to the Y, and I know I can do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Nice.
just happy. I'm just happy right now. I'm happy with my relationship with Margie. I'm happy with my kids. I talked to Josh tonight, and he's doing good, and you guys seem to be doing good. I mean, it's going to get better for you guys. I know it will.
yep.
Just, I just hope it gets better for you like it did for me.
Nice.
That's it,
Quick
baby.
question. You cracked that book yet on those Mediterranean or
Yes,
blue?
I have. I have. I
Yeah.
looked at it, and have I used it yet? No, I haven't used it yet, but I will. I'm definitely going to use it.
All
Yeah,
right. I just want to hear what the first one is. I'd like to try that recipe myself.
yeah. I will. I will let you know.
Right on. Right on. All right, guys. We nailed it. That's it. We can close her up. So I know we skipped a recording. That's kind of a part of life. Schedule shift. I know Luke and I are busy trying to do some other things in the background. We'll try not to miss too many of the Healthy Mind, Healthy Body weeklies.